You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter. I slice through the turf like warm butter, planting dreams in the grass, one putt under. You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, your friendly unabashed cup cutter. On my podcast, I like to do three things. One, I like to have a weekly episode with my boys, my bro sapiens, and we talk about golf. Two, I like to give cup cutting tips to all those maintenance guys. Three, I like to travel my 71 Volkswagen bus, and I talk to anybody that in the golfing community and the golf that's affiliated with golf. And I might be talking to a coach, I might be talking to a general manager, or I might be traveling to a custom club fitting shop. And man, folks, let me tell you, I am impressed. I mean, I'm not saying I get impressed easily. What a beautiful shop. I'm down here with Bobby VanSweden in St. Pete to talk about his golf fitting shop, brother. Brother, I appreciate you, man, coming in.
Thanks for
and
having
talking
me
to me.
on.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. I can't believe I've never, like I told you briefly, I've never heard of your shop or anything like that. And I love rock. I love fucking golf.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to have this conversation and to introduce folks to your shop, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank
Dude.
you. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people that know of me.
Yeah.
But there's a large majority that doesn't, because this area is just growing leaps and bounds, and so many people are moving here.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you've played golf in Hillsborough or Pinellas County for 30-some years, someone's mentioned my name probably at least once.
Tracking, okay, yeah, I got you.
know?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I've only lived here since 2017 when I retired. And it only took a couple years, and I'm so happy we're finally meeting.
Yeah,
and
man.
This is not going to be the last conversation we ever have, bro.
I'm looking forward to the next one, too.
Absolutely. It might be in 20 minutes after this one. So before we get started about your club fitting shop, you got an amazing history.
I do.
Let's start off with, where are you originally from, for those that don't know?
So I was born here in St. Pete.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 1967.
Oh, shit, bro.
And I graduated from Bogasega High School here in Pinellas County.
Yeah.
And lived here until I was 17 and a half. 2 weeks after graduating high school, I was at a sound studio in California doing dress rehearsals for my first tour that I ever worked on.
No shit, dude.
Yeah.
So from St. Pete, and then you traveled to California for a gig, basically, right?
No, for a tour.
For a tour. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
for the tour.
for a tour, yeah.
So what type of tour are you talking about? I mean,
Rock and roll, man.
No shit, brother.
Yeah, I've worked for Megadeth. I've worked
List them all.
Bryan Adams. I've worked for Extreme. I've worked with Def Leppard. I've worked with Guns N' Roses. I've worked with
No shit, bro.
a band called the Sleazebees from Holland. You know, I've worked with Janet Jackson.
No shit, dude.
I've done, you know, probably about 15 tours in an 11-year period.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been all over the world. The only place I haven't been is Antarctica.
Yeah.
And two of my friends have that distinct honor because they worked for Metallica when Metallica did a show in Antarctica.
Holy shit.
So they're the only roadies that can officially say they've played all 7 continents.
No shit.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So,
dude, when I briefly read your bio, and like I've told you and a lot of other folks, I like to, my first expression of when I hear what you have to say. So I didn't want to read it, but when I even said, I mean, I love Megadeth, I love Metallica, especially Metallica, but I even saw like Bryan Adams.
yeah.
His one song from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my childhood, because I'm a few years younger than you.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah.
I was born in '80. But I mean, I grew up in that era, and I was like, holy shit, this guy fucking worked with Bryan Adams.
Bryan was my last tour in '92.
No
He was my
shit.
last tour that I did over in Europe. I did the European Wake Up the Neighbors tour with him in '92. So,
No shit,
yeah.
man. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest or your most memorable moment during that time frame? as a
Wembley
roadie?
Stadium, Freddie Mercury tribute concert.
Good shit, man.
Working for the band Extreme from Boston. They were invited to be one of the bands that played that day because they are such mega Queen fans themselves.
Yep.
And, you know, I was fortunate enough that I was on their tour, the Porno Graffiti tour for their album when they were invited to do that. So that's probably the most memorable is Wembley Stadium. I have a picture in my shop of me on the stage at Wembley.
Oh shit! I'll be sure to capture that when we're doing a little tour of it.
When you're a roadie, there's 2 venues that stand out that are like the pinnacle.
Okay.
Madison Square Gardens for arenas,
Okay.
and Wembley Stadium for stadium
Really?
tours.
Really?
If your band plays Wembley Stadium, you've made it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. And you've been there.
And I've been there.
That's so fucking cool.
I've been there.
Man.
I've been to Japan. I've been to Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, all through Europe.
Philippines. I mean,
Yep.
Philippines. I'm half
Yep,
Filipino.
Philippines,
Yeah. No
yep.
shit, man.
All of the U.S., South America. I did Rock in Rio in 1990, working for Megadeth. Played 140,000 people in the stadium that night.
Wow. That is badass.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you lived it, man.
I
And
did.
at that time. I mean,
Yeah.
even now still, but that is
Well, it was the
amazing.
80s.
Yeah,
it was the
bro.
80s, early 90s,
Yeah.
the pinnacle of hair metal.
Oh, it was amazing.
So yeah, I was very
Absolutely.
fortunate to work for the bands.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's good
you know, it was a great time in my life, but
Yeah.
I got burned out.
Okay.
And
And that was, well, I would assume then that was your transition into golf?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you did that for how long then as a roadie?
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
So now you're about, what, 20 something or so when you transition
Yeah.
to golf?
Well, I was 30,
Okay, okay.
transitioning into golf.
And how were you introduced to it then? How was it?
My father-in-law played a lot of golf with my brother-in-law when
Okay.
I was dating my wife, and I wanted to try and connect with the father-in-law.
Okay.
So I started to learn how to play golf and started hanging out in this little golf shop that used to be here in town. And one day they were busy and they needed some help. And I said, you know, go do those grips in the back and I'll talk to these guys. And ended up selling, I think, a set of irons, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, you know, you really got a gift of gab. You want a part-time job here? And I didn't know what I was going to do. My next tour was going to
Yeah.
be. So I said, yeah, sure, you know, because I really was starting to dig my wife a lot and
Yeah.
fall in love with her.
Awesome.
And so I started working, learned how to put grips on, learned how to do a reshaft job and on a shaft. And, you know, I worked there for a year and I asked them if they wanted a partner to buy into the business. They did not. So 3 weeks later, I opened up my own shop on the other side of town.
No
and
shit.
I've been in business for myself ever since.
Wow. And this is in the...
This is 94.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, 94.
Like I said, you're only a few years older than me, just a few
Yeah.
years. Wow. No shit. And where was the shop at? The first one.
The first one, it was over on west side of St. Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And you just stuck around. Just
Yeah.
you love St. Pete. You love
Well, my
Florida.
mom's here.
Okay.
You know, my
Good reason.
wife's parents were here at the
Good
time
reason.
before they passed. So,
Awesome.
you know, we were stationed here. My wife grew up. She went to Bogey with me.
Oh wow.
So-
Dude, that's awesome. How long you guys been married?
We've been married 29 years. Been
Awesome.
together 32.
Brother, beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
That is. I have to shake your
Yeah.
hand. That's beautiful because my wife and I was a sophomore in high school. She was going to her senior prom. And we just hit 25 years this year.
Nice. Good for
Yeah,
you guys.
right. Same thing, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's
She's
your-
a great girl. She
Yeah.
puts up with me.
dude. It takes a lot of women to
Yeah,
take care,
yeah.
to handle us.
Yeah, and then
100%.
I have a 21-year-old son. He's in
Awesome.
college. He goes to
shit.
college up in Gainesville.
Good shit, man.
Go
Awesome.
Gators.
Awesome.
And,
Hopefully people are still watching after you said that. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Oh, that's good shit. So you had your first shop. What did you specialize in then? What did
Just club repair
you?
work.
Okay.
That was the first shop was just a club repair shop on 9th Street and 26th Avenue.
Okay.
And you know, basically I was there for a while, and then a guy named Jeff Jones,
Okay.
who owned Proline Golf that used to be here in town, he
Okay.
offered to build me a workshop in his big store.
Yeah.
And I went to work as an independent contractor in his store, and I did club repair, and I started doing club fitting.
Okay.
And then another guy came to me, Jim Smith, who owned Missing Links Driving Range that used to be on East Bay and South Highlands in Largo.
Okay.
And he offered to, you know, rent me out his, I think it's like 3,500 square foot store they had there on the driving range. And I took that up and went
Yeah.
with it. And I was there for 10 years, and then
Oh,
they
shit.
decided to part ways with me. And I moved here 17 years ago to this location.
No shit, man.
So I've been.
That's
This is the
amazing.
longest shop I've had.
Wow.
Is the location I'm at now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Awesome. So before we talk about your shop and all your accolades and everything like that, you mentioned how you got into golf, and how were you as a golfer back then?
You know, I was great. I was a decent player for a long time. I was
Okay.
about a 7.3 handicap.
Okay.
But my knees started to give me problems, and the last 5 years, man, I haven't been able to play golf.
No shit.
Yeah, I've got 2 more years of helping my son get through
I
college,
got you tracking.
and then I'm gonna get my knee replaced
Awesome. Yeah.
so I can
Gotta
start
get
playing
you,
again.
I'd love to get you back
know?
out there. I
But
would love to. Yeah.
I go to Twin Brooks or Mangrove
Okay. Yeah.
once or twice a week and just putt
Yeah. I was
for
gonna,
an hour.
I was actually going to go there this morning and play
Just-
Cypress. I was
yeah.
going to play 9 holes.
Yeah, just to
out of
keep
par 3.
the chops up with the
Oh, good
putting.
shit.
You know.
So with your golf game before you had the injuries and everything like that, and with your knees and such, so there's something I like to do with guests that
Yeah.
is just to get to know your personality as a golfer. It's called your Fuck Quickie 5 Quick Questions.
Okay.
It was formed a couple weeks ago, and it's something now that I like to just ask
Sure.
folks. You know, how is your personality? I think you could break these down. So again, it's your Fuck Quickie 5 Quick Questions. You ready?
Okay.
You ready? How many practice swings?
3.
Your favorite shot or club?
My putter.
Music or no music?
Music.
I got it, brother. I mean, absolutely. So when you're putting, do you just go and putt, or do you read the green? Do you dissect it?
Oh, I try to read the green.
Okay.
I take my time.
Okay.
You know, I don't try to hold people up, but I
Okay.
take my time to read the green and try and,
It's your putt.
you know,
Yeah, exactly.
you can shave a lot of strokes if you don't 3-putt.
Don't. We'll talk. You know, we're not talking about that. And then driver or passenger?
Oh, I'm a driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good
Yeah.
shit.
No one's
I like
driving
that.
the golf cart but me.
Oh, that's good to know, man. We're gonna have to battle because I don't know what it's like to be in control, whatever. But it's I'd like to drive too. That's good shit, man. Well, thank you for those 5 quick questions,
Sure.
man. That's good shit. So you said that your favorite shot is the putter, is putting. Why is that?
Because it's the one club in the bag that you can recover from bad shots on the fairway
I like
by
that.
not 3-putting or even 2-putting.
I like that.
You know,
I like
and
that.
it's a recovery club, I like to call it, because if you have a bad shot off the tee, or you go into the woods, or
Yep.
you fluff one, and you're a stroke ahead, you know, of what you need to be.
Yep.
If you putt well, you can eliminate that bad shot
Oh shit. Yeah,
on the green.
You're absolutely right. You sink a good putt, 20, 30, whatever it may be.
I mean,
Absolutely.
second favorite club, wedge.
Yeah. I
You
heard that a
know,
lot, yeah.
the short game is so important, and people
oh.
don't understand. You need to spend more time working on your short game than
Yeah.
you do banging balls on the range.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
No, I can't agree with you more. I mean, I played with my buddy Brandon last week, and I don't know how many I had, 3 or 4 3-putts,
Yeah.
and I was on GUR. I was in green regulation, and I
Well-
still 3-putt.
You need to get your putter fitted.
You know, I might know a guy that might be able to help me out. Oh shit, that's good stuff. So the Bobby VanSweden golf shop, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you started this again. You're in this place for about 17 years.
Yeah.
I noticed a few things in there when we walked in there, and I think this is a good way to segue into all the accolades that you have.
Right.
Before we actually get into the nitty gritty. I mean, you have quite the accomplishments as a fitter.
I do.
So some of them that I saw and that we talked about was like with TaylorMade.
Yeah.
I mean, you were with TaylorMade too, that you mentioned, for quite some time, correct?
So I've won 3 awards with TaylorMade over 25 years. I'm the only guy to win National Club Fitter of the Year twice. And after the second time I won it, they started asking me to come out for events,
Okay.
to start doing fittings at certain events for the company. And then it evolved into coming out and helping them on the tour.
Wow.
And so I would do the Florida swing mostly. And then it started to spread out to other tour events. When they were launching product and they needed an extra person, I'd go out and help them out in the truck. So that was my real education. I mean, I can't explain to people the amount of education I learned being around those fitters and builders on the tour. I mean, they're the Formula One pit crews of golf.
Oh shit, I love that.
You
That's
know?
a great analogy.
And I learned so much of my trade being out there, just observing, watching, asking questions,
Yes.
having them watch me do things, critiquing me. And, you know, it was a great time. I now help my other buddy that's out on tour, Scotty Garrison. He has his own truck. It's the only independent truck on the tour. It's sponsored by KBS and Super Stroker.
Oh shit.
And so I help him out. And last year, unfortunately, the day before Valspar, his dad passed away.
Oh man.
And he's like, "Hey, dude, can you run my truck for me? I've got to go to Tennessee." So I ended up running the truck by myself
At Valspar.
At
No shit,
so that was a little nerve-wracking, but also fun.
Yeah.
And a huge honor because, I mean, you think about it, the amount of pressure he has to build and do things out there for him to trust me enough to run his truck by myself.
Amazing.
Is a huge accolade in itself.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, his livelihood, his reputation.
Yeah.
He's on the tour, and for him to reach out to somebody like, bro, I need you, man. Is there any way you can help me out?
Yeah.
I trust only you. Dude, that's amazing.
I've won a lot of awards. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
But I don't let them go to my head.
No.
I like using them. They're marketing tools for me.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
You know, to get people in the door.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that throw around the word master fitter.
Yeah.
It's really sad because I didn't feel comfortable calling myself a master fitter until I was well into 20 years into my 32-year career.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. That is amazing. It's almost like those in Japan, you know, when they make the katana swords or the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's years and years of experience, which that's something I want to talk about later on when it comes to you versus like a big store, which we'll most definitely we'll talk about that. So something else that I noticed that's in your shop briefly, you have a Scotty Cameron fitting, dude.
Yeah, I have a Scotty Cameron. I have a Scotty Cameron putter bending machine. They're probably the nicest machine built for bending putters.
Yeah.
And there's only a handful of people in the world that Scotty has built these for over the years, and I happen to have, I think it's stamped 116.
Wow.
So he gives them out as gifts to a lot of the touring pros.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of, my buddy Scotty Garrison has one in his truck.
Yeah.
And then I have one here. I'm the only guy to have one in this whole region.
Oh, shit.
I think the closest is going to be somewhere in Orlando, and that's going to be in a PGA Tour player's garage.
Yeah. And here you are in St. Pete with one.
Yeah, they're
What
very
amazing.
accurate. They're very accurate bending machine.
No shit.
So yeah, but I have three. I have the Cameron. I have an MR3 that bends all the big putters.
Yeah.
You know, and then I have a regular Mitchell Loft and Lie bending machine for irons.
Oh shit.
So I have pretty much everything that they have in the tour truck.
Yeah.
Is in my shop. The only thing I don't want is a Loft and Lie machine for reading woods, because you really open up Pandora's box.
I gotcha.
You know,
No,
customers
100%.
would lose their mind if they knew that their 9-degree driver is actually 9.75.
Yeah. I hear that. I'm hear that. You found your trade, your niche, and everything like that, and it's just amazing. And that's something that, again, I'd love to talk about too. Is like just your shop is just beautifully
Thank you,
done,
man.
very tastefully done.
Thanks.
I was just so amazed. The photos, even though the photos are great, right? Because I quickly glanced on Google and everything like that. It doesn't do this shop justice, man.
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, people walk in the door and they're like, wow,
dude,
man, I didn't think that, you know, because I don't have any windows in the front of my store.
Yeah.
We don't want windows because we don't want people to know what's going on in there.
No, you got you got a lot of equipment in there.
Yeah, people walk in the door, they're like, holy cow, I had no idea it looks like this. So, you know, everybody please come check it out.
We will. Yeah, I would, like I said before, I like to do like a 10 to 30 second video.
Yeah.
This one's probably gonna be 30 plus, maybe, for a short. Just a nice live through, because it's just a beautifully done shop. So you've had the shop for a while. Again, you have all this equipment. What is the process? Let's say, which this is gonna happen hopefully sometime early next year.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll walk you
Bobby,
through. I'll walk you through an iron fitting.
Yeah, let's
That's
do an
probably
iron
the
fitting.
most one that I do.
Okay.
So we have a player come in, and first thing I do is I take their 7-iron out of their bag. We put it on a measuring board and check it on the loft lie machine.
Okay.
I check it on the frequency analyzer.
Okay.
And we check it on the swing weight scale, and we see exactly what their 7-iron is set up to.
Okay.
Right. Then we have them warm up, have them hit shots to get loose for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I turn on a software program that I have called Swing DNA, and we do some measurements and find out if they're in 1/4 inch under, 1/2 inch over, standard length, whatever. The software is very precise. Mm-hmm. Then we turn on another device with Swing DNA, and we connect a head to a shaft, and we have them hit multiple shots using that. Yep. And after they're done, I get a drop-down report, and it tells me what weight class, what stiffness, what torque and kick point is best for that person's swing. Damn. And then it gives me a drop-down menu of True Tempered, KBS, Nippon, Project X shafts to test in that weight category.
Wow.
We then have 7 fitting carts: Callaway, Mizuno, TaylorMade, Titleist, Strixon, Wilson, and Cobra. And Ping.
Okay.
And we connect a head onto one of those shafts, and we turn the launch monitor on, and we start testing. I do 6 shots with each player. Okay. I like to take the best and the worst shot out, because everyone has a great shot and a bad shot during a round.
Yep.
We average out to 4 hits. When we're done testing all the clubs, including their 7-iron,
Okay.
I print a report, and we start looking over all the data, carry distance, total roll, lateral dispersion, smash factor, the spin rate, the launch angle, the descending launch angle, how high the ball flight is. And we figure out what head and shaft is performing best. From there, that's when we finally do the lie angle test. We use face impact tape instead of a lie board, because a lie board measures about 1/4 inch above your feet, so it gives you a false reading of lie. So we like to use face impact tape because dynamically through the swing is where the shaft is going to bow, and you're going to get the actual lie angle that the club is producing. So from there, I know if I need to order the clubs more upright or flatter, or if standard's going to be fine for them. And then lastly, I measure their hand for proper grip size. So we get the proper grip in their hand so they're not squeezing too hard or too soft. And then we sit and talk about set composition. Do you want to add a couple of hybrids? Do you want to start this set at a 5-iron and end it at a pitching wedge? Or do you want to add some wedges to this? And then we start talking about bounce ratios and grinds for the wedges. And by the time we're done, I write up a price quote. I give them the pricing and see if they want to pull the trigger. I find it I'm very proud. My fittings are completely unbiased. I'm not on staff with anybody. I don't take the spiff money that companies offer. What the computer says is working best is what we're going to give you.
Wow.
And my prices have to be the same as,
of course,
as the big box stores. The difference is I charge for my fitting service.
Yeah, which is, can I just say that was extremely impressive. You were saying shit. I have no idea what the hell you just said. But what you're reminding me of, as I'm a car guy, right?
Yeah.
I love all cars, classic cars. I just felt like I went through like a fitting to get a car made to me.
Right.
Like I went to a Ferrari, Bugatti, Lamborghini, top-end car manufacturers. I said, this is exactly what I want.
Sure.
And you're with how gorgeous your shop is and everything. That's visually what I saw. Premier club fitting and informational club fitting.
Yeah. The one I really want to stress to people that no one talks about is putter fittings.
Yeah. Which again, you have that as well.
Yeah, we have a Sam Lab system. It's one of the very few ones in and around the Tampa Bay area.
Yep.
It's so important to get fitted for a putter correctly. The number one thing is you have to determine if you are in a face balance putter, 30 to 45 degree toe hang putter, or 45 to 60 degree toe hang putter. If you're in the opposite of what you need, you're going to either pull or push shots slightly past the cup every time. Regardless if the putter is set to your length and lie, doesn't matter. You'll still either push or pull because either the toe is going to shut too much or it's going to stay open too much. So that's the number one thing. Second part of that program is it'll tell us if you're putting backspin on the ball or if it's neutral or if you're getting forward roll off the loft of the putter. And it'll give us a definitive number of what loft to set it to. And then the next thing we look at is where are you striking the ball on the face of the putter? And that way we make adjustments to lie angle. We set and measure you for the proper length, and then the computer will tell us if your dominant bottom hand is turning over too much. It'll say, hey, we recommend you put this customer in a larger putter grip to quiet the hand down, or this player doesn't have that problem, and a standard size grip is going to work just fine for them.
Gotcha.
So you can shave anywhere from 2 to 6 strokes off your game by eliminating 3 putts by getting
100%.
a properly fitted putter.
Yeah.
The last fitting anyone should consider doing is a driver.
Yeah.
Because you only use that 9 to 11 times in a round of golf.
Yeah.
But a putter you use 36, if not more, in a round of golf.
Wow, man.
And it's so important to get fit for a putter, man. And I just try to preach that to everybody, man. When I talk to them on the phone, when they come in the shop, I'm like, hey, have you ever had your putter fitted? No, I haven't. You should consider doing this because you can shave strokes.
Wow. That makes perfect logic sense. But I've never heard of anybody dissect a fitting for a putter before.
Yeah.
I never have.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh, that putter looks pretty. Yeah. Like already, it was I would have, oh, that looks pretty. I just want to buy it. I would have just bought it. If just not knowing.
But it might not be the correct toe hang for you.
See what I'm saying? That's why I'm so excited now too.
Yeah.
To also now, then my next putter, I'm coming to see you, man.
I hope so.
It's going to happen.
We can show you, where you need to be set up for. And how it needs to be set up to help you putt better.
We're documenting everything. Everything. I will have my camera
I do
guy,
driver
everything.
fittings too,
I don't
and
care about
fairway
that,
woods
no.
and hybrids. But really,
I want my irons and my
putter.
I love my irons. just for myself the other day, yesterday, I went to Tampa Palms. You know, I'm right across the street from there. I'm on the thing, and I
Kevin Kenny.
Yep. KK. He's
KK.
Yeah, KK is awesome, man. I'm gonna have him on in the crew on there too.
Nice.
But no, man, I did something different, and now I'm hitting my 8-iron 175, 180, and I'm not used to that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit. Now I know. Hey, I need to adjust my irons, but now I want new irons. I've got TaylorMade Stealths that I got half off from a buddy.
Right.
I'm not off a buddy. I'm sorry. I got the discount for. You know what I mean? So I'm anxious to get those two things done: is a new putter and new clubs. And I'm seeing you. Oh, there's no question about it. So what's the time frame then? You're talking about all that process between.
So full bag fitting takes about 3.5 hours. But here's the thing: I won't do a full bag fitting the same day.
Okay.
I feel it's too many balls to hit between woods and irons, so we have to separate it.
Okay.
We can do a putter fitting the same day as a wood fitting, or we can do a putter fitting the same day as an iron. But you're gonna have to come here 2 days in a row.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
to get the job done right.
Gotcha.
You know, because at the end of the day, for me, it's not about making the sales like a lot of the box stores are more concerned about.
Yeah.
I want to make you a better player.
Yeah.
So I want to take my time and make sure that we get really good numbers.
Yeah.
So we can help you to be a better player, because we need players to keep this industry going.
Yeah.
And if people stop playing, the industry comes to a grinding halt.
That is very true. So when you're talking about all this fittings and all this technology that you have, how do you yourself get being on top of the latest and greatest technology when it comes to fitting? I mean,
I read all the time. So my reading is going to start ramping up here very soon. Come January, before the PGA show, all the manufacturers will start sending out spec reports on all their latest stuff.
Okay.
So I've got to read up on clubs, different shaft manufacturers, different grip manufacturers, so that I'm on top of everything for the new year for 2026.
No shit.
So I have to do that every the first of every year. I've got to really sit every night for an hour, 2 hours, and just look on my iPad and just read and try to understand stuff. Now sometimes you get lucky and the shaft companies will carry on a shaft another year.
Yeah.
So you don't have to reread that because you already know about the specs.
Yep.
And then there's always the internet to look up stuff that you can't remember.
Of course. It's funny they just mentioned about the PGA show. That's something I'm very excited for. They gave me a media badge.
Nice.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'll be there. I'll be there Thursday.
Wait. I can't wait. We're planning on staying there for 2 days, golfing in the morning, and then we're just gonna walk around, just talk to folks and everything.
Yeah.
And I would love to talk to you while you're there, and then and just maybe just walk with you. For a couple minutes, just to say, what are you looking for, and what are the questions that you're asking them? Yeah, man, that's freaking awesome. So there's 2 more questions, maybe even more, however how long we want to talk, that I really want to ask you. So how many clubs?
Oh, jeez.
Right? Isn't that fun? This is
32 years.
Right? Can you imagine?
My friend told me, he says, can you imagine if you would have started counting the grips that you put on from the first one up to now?
Yeah. That's just grips.
You could do an ad campaign like 1 million grips installed.
100%.
You know, I can turn around a set of 13 clubs in about 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
I can put 13 clubs on in about 20 minutes time.
Shit. That's fucking insane. But
I do it in my sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been putting grips on for 32 years. So
with all those grips that you grip, is there a particular style that you like to put on, or is there any, or it's just a grips?
No, it's whatever the customer wants to choose.
Gotcha.
The grip is so important because it connects you to the golf club.
Yeah.
So I really make sure that my customers, when they come in to do grips, that they put their hands on grip samples and really see what texture they like. Do they like a tacky grip? Do they like a coarse grip with cord material? You know, do they like something like a multi-compound that's in between both? Whatever the client wants, that's the kind of grip we're going to put on for you.
I cannot wait to see, because again, I switched it over to those grip prides, the sticky tech.
Yeah.
If there's any bit of water, done.
Yeah.
It's over, and I don't wear a glove when I golf.
Yeah.
So so I'm no longer using those.
Probably not the best one for the state of Florida in the summertime.
No, exactly. And I golf whenever, and I just switched over to mid grip, and it's So again, that's something that we'll talk about when I come see you and everything like that. All right, so you've gripped and you've done a lot of fittings, right?
Done a lot of fittings, done a lot of grips.
That's right. So with that said, there is another company, another big box store that's moving in here shortly that does a lot of grips and everything like that.
Yeah.
So something that you brought to my attention that I had no idea, and that's why I'm really thrilled to talk to you about, is that the PGA Superstore is moving right down the street.
Yep.
And they I'm not saying anything bad about them because I do shop there for clothes and everything like that too
Sure.
as well. But there's something that you have, obviously, that they don't have.
Right.
Right. In my honest opinion, is experience.
Experience, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We can't stop the box stores from coming into a city. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that I should be okay because I do a lot of refitting from some of those stores.
True.
You know, I do some repair work that some of those stores have done.
Yeah.
And had to redo the repairs.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be okay. But the big thing is, you know, they're fine. You know, you want to buy clothes, you want to buy accessories and stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the average person that's fitting you or working on your clubs at one of those box stores is barely got 2 years experience, if not 3, doing stuff.
Yep.
And, you know, they don't have the experience or the knowledge to really work on the clubs the right way.
Yeah, I'm not going to take my Volkswagen to somebody to do the body work that I don't trust.
Right.
You know, I need somebody with experience. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You trust somebody with a car or your clubs, especially if you're an avid golfer, you have to make that investment.
And let me say this to your listeners, man.
Yeah.
Listen, it ain't about just coming to me to support my shop.
No,
okay?
of course.
You got to support the small custom club fitters and club repair shops because they're the backbone of America business, man. Small business is it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not going to work with me, all right, well, go to Team D and help out Deason or Ben.
Yeah.
Or, you know, go see Joel out there at Bloomingdale.
Yeah, JB,
you know? I mean, help the small guys to keep their families afloat and to keep their businesses afloat.
Yeah.
Because I've told people before, man, when I do decide to close, there's going to be a big hole here in St. Pete and Pinellas County for a really good fitter and club builder.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you can have a kid that is in high school right now that's been playing golf for 4 years in high school or whatever, and then gets a job at, but again, he doesn't have, again, your accolades speak for your work. Really, is what it is.
Thank you.
You've done such amazing work and everything like that. And so,
I just tell everybody,
yeah,
support small local golf shops. Don't buy box store stuff.
Yeah, agree.
You know?
No, I can't agree with you more, man. It's when it comes to all the things that you told me about, man. I've heard terms, I've heard shit that you said that I'm still trying to process, and I'm still trying to process if I ate this morning. You know what I mean? It's dude, it's just amazing. It's you've been doing it for so long, and that your quality is just, again, I can't speak enough about your shop.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot.
I really
I've worked hard for many years to get a reputation and try to keep a very good reputation, you know. That's
very
the thing.
true.
I mean, I'm very proud. You know, we've got over 650 5-star reviews on Google.
Yeah, that's very
over
good.
the years.
Yeah,
so
it's a 5-star.
It's 5-star.
5-star. I mean, not one bad. Nothing.
Well, there's a couple
I'm
of
sure.
in there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But
you're not going to make everybody happy.
No, you're not.
Not everyone's going to be happy no matter what you do. No matter what your business is. There's going to be those
Doesn't
few.
matter.
But you do have the accolades. You do have the reviews. You do have just an amazing shop. And your shop, like I said earlier, before we started, recording everything, is like, just the layout is awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. I like the layout. I wish it was a little bit bigger.
Well, what would you change different than about your shop? What would you?
I'd love an extra 1,000 square feet.
And what would
I'd like the workshop to be bigger.
Okay. You just feel like it's a little bit.
It's a little cramped.
A little cramped.
Where the workshop area is.
Okay.
You know, I'd like to have a little bit longer putting studio, so we could look at the data from 20-foot putts.
True.
But mine's a 12-foot putting lab area, so we can test from 12, 8, 6, and 4 feet if we need to with a player.
So I'm tracking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want more just for the shop itself, and then obviously for the putting area.
Yeah.
Maybe a really nice simulator.
Don't want inventory. That's one. I'm out of those days of having inventory.
Yeah.
Everything's custom fitted, custom ordered.
Yeah.
When the product comes back into the shop, I would take it out of the box. I measure it. I frequency analyze it. I put it on the swing weight scale, loft align machine, make sure it's exactly what I ordered for the player, and then I tell them to come pick up their clubs.
Wow. So talk about that specifically. And what's like the process? Not the process, but like the time frame. So let's say after I just got a fitting with you.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is I'm at the mercy of two elements: the manufacturer and the shipper.
Oh yeah.
So normal for custom fitting is about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Sometimes 3.
Okay.
During COVID, man, it was 2 months.
Damn.
Almost 3 months to get clubs.
Wow.
You know, it took a long time.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But it's gotten much better.
Yeah.
You know, this year we've seen a little bit of a slowdown with certain companies where they're not as fast, and then other ones, they're banging the stuff out really quick, and it's coming within like 7 to 10 days.
Wow. Awesome.
So
that's good shit.
Just depends on the manufacturer and what inventory they have in stock.
Yep. So it just makes it easier for you that let's get a custom fitting. Yeah. I'll order it when it gets in here. You know, when it gets
like
in.
This month, this month's the worst month anybody could ever want to get fit for custom clubs, December, because all the manufacturers have slowly depleted their inventory.
Tracking.
So then when I go to place an order in December, they might not have it. And then, you know, now I've got, okay, what do I do with this client? Okay, I got to call them up and say, hey, I can't get this. Let's go with plan B, which was the number 2 on the launch monitor. And let me get you pricing for that.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay.
And it does happen in December, but the best time to get clubs is March.
Tax season?
From March through till September.
Okay.
That's the prime area time that you know that everyone's going to have inventory at the manufacturers.
I gotcha. I mean, so if you're really excited, you could go now, but if you want, just make sure like
I've been holding people off, man. I've been telling people, hey, man, get a gift certificate.
Yeah.
You know, for the person, have them come and see me in February when I have all the new demos.
Yep.
And we'll get them fitted and ordered, and then he'll get them first thing in March.
Gotcha. So February is the time when I need to see you.
Yeah, February.
Yeah, awesome.
Mid-February is usually.
Oh, we're gonna.
That's when we get all 7 companies. They send all the demos for the fitting carts.
Good shit.
In by then.
That's good to know. Well, I'll get on your calendar if I don't see you before then.
All right.
And then for sure, man. So shit, dude, I just want to say thanks again, man, for a couple things. One, for wanting to be on here and wanting to talk. I mean,
I follow you, and
I appreciate it, brother.
It's a great podcast, man. You guys, it seem like you have a lot of fun on here.
It's
you know, I just want to get the word out about what I do here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to really just preach, you know, this big store's coming to town.
Yeah.
You know, support small shops instead of the big box stores.
I think for everyone to I mean, there's those some guys, obviously everyone's budget. You know, what they can afford, whatever. But if it's within your budget, hold off a little bit and come see you, man.
Well, you know, we can retrofit existing clubs too.
Yeah. That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask. Like, okay, I have some old clubs, but for right now, what can you? Yeah.
You know, the only problem with retrofitting clubs. Is sometimes they open up Pandora's box.
Yeah.
And we find that you're in the wrong shaft.
Oh, then.
And now you're going to have to spend $400 or $500 to put new shafts in.
Yep.
So you got to really like that club head that you have.
Yeah.
And then the other question we got to ask each other is, well, these are 8-year-old irons. Are you sure you want to put this much money into an 8-year-old set? Yep. Or do you want to just buy a new set? Because here's the other thing, man. Places, there's some national club fitting companies out there, 2 in particular, but I won't mention the names because I don't want to see a letter come in the mail to me. But what they do is they upcharge everything, and they make sure that you don't get fit hardly ever into the free upcharges that the manufacturers offer. They make sure to have obscure shafts from the shaft manufacturers so they can upcharge you. They upcharge for spining. They upcharge for the grip. Everything is up. So by the time you're done with a $2,000 set of irons from either one of those places, it's almost double. It's almost $4,000 for the set of irons. Where with me, if the manufacturer is offering a free upgrade shaft and you fit into that, we're going to put you in that free upgrade shaft and save you some money, man. Yeah. You know, because the bottom line is I don't want you for one sale. Yeah. I want you for 10 years.
That's right.
If I don't make but only 2 sales in 10 years from you, I'm good.
That's right.
As long as I hope that you tell 20 people to come to me.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's not about making the fast dime. It's about making a slow nickel.
Yeah.
With clients over long-term periods.
Yeah, I really hope. Yeah.
And those 2 big national chains of club fitting, they love to milk people for money.
Oh shit.
And then when you break it, like I have people that have gone to those places come in to have me fix it, and I go, I can't get this shaft. It's exclusive to that national brand fitting company. Oh shit. So you're gonna have to go back to them.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, that is crazy. I had no idea. I mean, obviously, companies gonna.
We should do a podcast one day of just all the secrets in the industry.
I would love it.
And how the manufacturers dupe the consumer on everything.
That. Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, absolutely. We can most definitely do that.
I have a lot of respect for the guys at My Golf Spy because they tell the truth.
Yeah.
They don't care if they piss off a CEO of a major company or not. If that product doesn't perform well and they're testing, they're going to say, hey,
it's shit.
It's shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
don't buy it.
Yep.
And that's what I like about those guys is they tell the truth about equipment.
Yep.
You know, they're not afraid.
I've been to that site before. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, dude.
Oh, it's
Just thank you, man.
Yeah. The industry it's a very fascinating industry, but when you peek behind the curtain of Oz, then you start to see what it's really like.
And that's something that that a box store 21-year-old does not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another reason when to come see you in your shop is to get the latest and greatest specifically for you.
Yeah.
And you're willing to go that extra mile that a lot of those big stores don't.
Yeah. I'll push against the grain with clients sometimes, man. When they come in with a preconceived notion, I'm like, okay, but why don't we talk about this option?
Yeah.
You know, or that option, or this isn't going to work the way that you want it to, but I can try and make this repair work and it function for you, but we're going to have to do it in a different way.
No shit.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
So
that's good.
There's lots of stuff, but man, thank you for having me on.
I want to say thank you again, man. I really
pleasure.
appreciate you again taking the time to want to be on and everything like that. I love your support.
It's a cool van.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
brother. Being that this is not the first time we'll be together again, it's a bus. All Volkswagen people, we fucking hate van, but it's okay now that you've been indoctrinated into
It's a bus.
and everything. But thanks again, bro. I really do appreciate it. I can't wait to share, folks, your story, your shop.
Thank you.
I can't wait to come back out here in February and get fitted for a putter and irons. That is most definitely happening.
Good.
And then, yeah, bro.
Well, I'll tell some of your listeners, man. I'm in St. Pete.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm 2 blocks off of 275 off of 22nd Avenue. It's
awesome.
2300 26th Street North in St. Pete.
Perfect. And what's your do you have a website?
Yeah, my website, bobvanswedengolf.com.
Awesome, man. I'll make sure I put it right here on the screen and everything like that.
Yeah, I got a brand new website. We just had made this summer, so check it out. Well, it's got some cool pictures from my rock and roll past.
That's fucking awesome.
Pictures of me out on tour on the PGA and in the shop. So
awesome, brother.
All right, man.
All right, man. Well, thanks again, folks, for everything. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. Please come check out Bobby and his shop. And this has been your friendly and unabashed cup cutter. You guys have a good one, bro. Fucking.
Your friendly unabashed cup cutter. I slice through the turf like warm butter, planting dreams in the grass, one putt under. Your friendly unabashed cup cutter.